What's up, e-bikers? Listen, pay no attention to the name of this e-bike because it doesn't do it justice. This is the Puckipuppy Corgi 20 by 4 with Hot Wheels, a large 20 amp hour battery, nice big BMX handlebar system, and dual suspension, and it's next on Crisscross. Let's go. Alrighty, bikers, here's the Puckipuppy Corgi. So, I don't know what's going on with these e-bike names, but it looks like they're just mashing up stuff together, which makes no sense to me. I mean, just call it like Electric Puppy or something, right? The name doesn't do this bike justice. It's a much better looking e-bike than the name gives it credit for. They call it a Corgi, which is a kind of a short chubby dog with stubby legs. This bike is kind of short. I guess it's the only Corgi trait it has, but you can get this e-bike on Amazon right now for like under $1,000. I think it's like $9.49 with the coupon code they have available. It's like $1,300 on the Puckipuppy site. Of course, I'll put links to everything in the description here of the video. But this is a very unique looking e-bike. That's why I chose it from the company. They have a bunch of 26 by 4s. I've seen enough of those. Show me something different, and this is different, so I give it some credit there for standing out in a sea of look-alike e-bikes. Obviously, the rims are the real standout on this e-bike, and I love how they match the spring there. Matches the bike itself. Even the logo itself is in the same paint job. It also comes in orange and white. You can get basically a white bike with orange rims and orange shock over here, or a pivot point, whatever you want to call that. It comes with the largest seat I've ever seen on an e-bike. This thing is massive. It'll fit pretty much the widest rider out there, so you got that going for you. Gearing is, needs some work there, but it's a pretty cool looking e-bike. I call it the Hot Wheels of e-bikes. It's those wheels are just kind of the star of the show there. Didn't come with fenders, though. You can buy those on the website. And take a look at those handlebars, nice BMX style. And they really, I think they match the bike perfectly in terms of its character, and that stance is pretty cool. From a power standpoint, we're rocking a 750 watt back here in this magnesium rim alloy tire here, or wheel. And that's paired to a 48 volt, 40 amp hour battery under the down tube here. I did have to put some felt pads inside the battery. It was rattling a bit. I think I got it secure now. Top speed is about 25 miles after I unlocked it. I'll go through those instructions later when we talk about the display. But it's a pretty cool looking e-bike, and definitely unique in terms of that, the look and feel of this thing. So when it comes to sizing, looking at a 400-pound payload, the e-bike is 68 inches long, and it weighs about 70 pounds. Fits rider heights from 5'2 to 6'2. I'm on the higher end of that, and the seat post on this is pretty short. Look at that thing. It's stubby, just like a Corgi, I guess. Got some front suspension here with lockout. Not sure what the travel is, wasn't listed on the website. And over here is just a spring shock. It's pretty stiff. You don't get too much play in this pivot point here when you're sitting on the e-bike, unless maybe you're a heavier rider than me. I only weigh 175, 180, so it doesn't really do much for me in terms of just the compression there. When it comes to gearing, it comes with a 46 tooth chainring. I put a 48 tooth on. I was able to just fit it. It helped just a tiny bit with the ghost pedaling at the higher speeds. You can't put anything bigger than a 48. There's just not enough room here in the clearance. And this is single-sided as well. There's just not enough room down here to put anything else as far as a bigger chainring there. And you're just looking at Shimano standard derailleur back there, SIS That's on the low end of derailleurs. And this is also a cadence sensor e-bike. So no torque sensor, but a cadence sensor. It's going to push you according to what level you're in, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. When it comes to tires and brakes, we've got these 20x4 knobbies. These are from a company called Gemstone, never heard of it. So kind of a no-name tire there. 180 millimeter motors and Logan hydraulic disc brakes. Nice touch there. There is a front light, and on the rear back here, just a USB little tail light thing going on with a couple of modes on it. But you have to recharge this over time. Alright, here's the cockpit. You get pretty nice ergonomic locking grips. You got a thumb throttle on the right side, standard Shimano shifter, of course your hydraulic brakes from Logan. There's your display, we'll come back to that. Left side, here's your control pad, power, up, down, and light. I added a bell, and here's your display now. The display looks great, however, it's got a flaw on it, which is, you see that jumping there? Well, that's the battery. And there's no really good way to tell what level of battery you're in on this e-bike. You have to wait till it stops. And I don't know, I can't figure out how it basically calculates your battery power. But there's 6 levels of it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are your PS levels over here, stuff here. And it's just, when it's sitting down like this, not moving, with no power going on, no motor running, it's just like spiking up and down. And there's no good way to tell how much battery you have unless you like turn it on and off. At some point it stops moving, and that's what level you're at. When I turned it on, it was at 6. But if you look at this currently, it looks like I have very little battery left when, in fact, I have a lot. So I don't know what Puckipuppy was thinking about here with this type of battery display here, but just give us percentages and a number of bars, please, and don't make it too crazy or complicated for the user. Let me shut the bike off and see if I can get the battery to show. All right, so now the bike's off. Hold down the power button for 5 seconds. Okay, it says hello. Now watch the battery bars. Okay, see how it just spiked there? It stays at 6, so that's your true display. But now it's going back down again. I don't know why it does that. That's really annoying. It's really going to be hard to tell how much you have left. And it just said again. So I'm at full battery, but it doesn't stay there. So. Alright, so let me try to get into the display to unlock this e-bike. There are 4 buttons here. You're going to hold down the bottom 3, so the up, the down, and the light at the same time. And there are your settings. So speed limit, power assisted gear, voltage level. You're not going to change any of this stuff other than speed limit. I'm going to press the power key, I think it is. And speed limit is 30. You can bring it up to like, I think it goes up to 60. You're not going to get that, but you can push it all the way up there. Hit the power button. Now it's saved, I believe. Yes, okay. So, power button to go back. Power button. So I'll shut it off. Turn it back on. And let's give it some full throttle here. $27, $28. So, yeah, that when I'm riding under a load, I think it only goes about 25. So I don't know why it doesn't go 28. First thing I'll say, this bike is pretty comfortable to ride. I'd probably get a longer seat post if I did keep this bike. That short one, I'd probably get a little more extension on my legs here than currently I can get. But after I unlocked it, it's got some nice pickup off the line. Here we go. Crossing the street. And these handlebars, these are the tallest handlebars I've ever seen in the BMX style. This thing must be like a good 10, 11 inches high. It's the perfect handlebar setup on this e-bike. I'm very upright in terms of my positioning. It's just very comfortable to ride up here. Yeah, definitely some ghost pedaling still, even with the 48 tooth. It's just that freewheel is just not very big. Okay. Let's go do a hill test. See how the Puckipuppy does. If you're a Chinese e-bike company, please call me, because I'll help you name your bike in a more appealing way for American buyers. I just don't get some of these names, but I mean, no guy's gonna go and pick a bike called a Puckipuppy. It's just, it's not in their nature. Like, just call it electric puppy or something like that. It's something more simple. Alright, here's our designated hill test. Quite early to start. Sitting in this wide, comfy seat. It does kind of rock back and sideways. It's so wide. There's not enough support there. So you do feel it feels a little wonky a little bit, but 12 miles an hour. Gaining speed, we're at 13. 750 watt again. I think it peaks around 1,000. Don't know how much torque it has. Didn't list it on the website. 14, 15 miles an hour. Cruising uphill at 14.7. Alright, we'll start pedaling up here. Put it in 5, that'll help. Alright, here we go. 11. Decent power, 10.6. Here's the steep part. 10.1, 10.0, 9.8, 9.3, 9. We'll call it 9 miles an hour up the hill. I saw 8.9 for a split second, but 9 miles an hour. Decent results from the 750. I've seen better. Alright, let's go do a downhill run. Test the brakes. These Logan hydraulic brakes. So far, I think they're pretty good. Alright, let's put it in 0. It's going to coast downhill here. See how stable the bike is. Check the brakes at the end. Something on the road here. These handlebars also reminding me of the big wheel. Remember the big wheel when you were a kid in the 70s? Oh yeah. It's like sitting on a chair going downhill. Tap the brakes there. 29. Wave everybody. 30. 32. And hit the brakes. Nice. Good control stop there. Oh, bike's in 0. All right, let's go wrap things up. Get you the pros and cons of the Puckipuppy Corgi 2.0 here on Crisscrossed. It's pretty stable with no hands. There's no shimmy in it. Being a step through. Not a whole lot of step-throughs with 20 amp hour batteries. The Traxxas Explorer is one. Somebody asked me this question the other day on Facebook. I don't know if Cyrusher has one or not. But it is fun just throttling this bike in the seating position you're in. I just wish it had a little bit more speed. But it corners very well. Thanks to that short wheelbase. Yeah, I wouldn't call it a great hill climber. It's okay, but nothing to write home about. You should be able to get some decent mileage on this thing with the 48 volt 20 amp hour. Probably, I would say, around 30 throttle only. So let's see, where can we go to wrap this up here? It does have a noise there when you go over bumps. I don't know if it's the front fork or the battery. Again, I did put some felt tips on the battery inside there, but there it is. So let's talk about the pros and cons of this e-bike. First, the cons: definitely a noisy front shock or the battery, whichever it is. I'm not quite sure. It's hard to tell when you're going over a bigger bump. The battery display issue. Again, I don't know why it jumps up and down like that. You're really going to have to know the range of this e-bike if you're going to ride it consistently and know where you are in terms of your range there. The battery rattles a bit. I don't have the keys on me. I have to show you that. But I put some felt pads on the bottom of that battery, and the 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom. And now it doesn't move anymore. There was some movement in here earlier before I did that. So now it's pretty solid there. So again, you can charge the battery on or off the e-bike. What are the pros? Well, the looks. I mean, this is a cool looking e-bike. It definitely stands out in the e-bike market for looks. I think more e-bike companies need to do colored rims like this. You'll sell more e-bikes, I think. It's just nice. It's a really nice touch, and you can match it to the other parts of the e-bike. It's just a pretty cool look. Dual suspension, though it's not the greatest. The handlebars are awesome. I just love these. It has kind of that big wheel look, or a Hot Wheels look. One of those, but. Put your thoughts in the comments there. Let me know what you think about this e-bike. Again, the name doesn't do it justice as far as looks go. So I hope you enjoyed that one, guys. Corgi, again, I'll put a link in the description. You can get it on Amazon for like $9.49 with a coupon. That's there. You just check out the coupon box. That's a pretty good price for a dual suspension, step through, 48 volt 20 amp hour with mag rims like that. Pretty cool. It's not going to, it's not the perfect e-bike by far, but it should be a lot of fun for someone who wants to ride it.